Hello everyone, Silent here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 3. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Today, we have some big plans, and we're probably going to be going to the End Dimension and doing a bunch of other stuff as well. However, in between episodes, we have been running the tunnel bore, meaning that we now have full netherite, and we've been running this tunnel bore for a long time. So we actually have like quite the excess of netherite to our name, and we've started selling it even. I'll show you exactly how much we got once we get back to the base, but it is actually a few, and the ghast farm has been running beautifully as well, allowing us to get tons and tons of TNT. So as you can begin to hear, the ghast farm is actually still running fantastically, and if I just go ahead and actually turn up my game sound to what it should be, you'll hear what it's actually like. Yeah, you can't tell me that this isn't the best sounding farm in the world, because it is! So I have no idea how long Silent 2 has been standing at the AFK spot, but I know it's been for like a very long time, and we have a significant amount of gunpowder from this thing now. As you can see, an entire double chest there, and pretty much another double chest there as well. Not to mention tons of ghast heads and literally more ghast tears than we would ever be even possible to use in Minecraft. I don't even know what to do with an entire stack of ghast tears, let alone double chests of them. And then of course we got the same story over on this side. 2 double chests of gunpowder, 3 double chests of gunpowder, and then some more as well. It is great. Keep up the good work, Silent 2, you're doing great. Okay, that's kind of creepy. I'm just gonna leave you alone. Back in the overworld, we've actually made a little tiny extension to our shack for the time being. That way we're not literally living in the pig pen that was this little area right here. So now it has been extended. It is something really basic, and this is just good enough to live in for a little while until we actually start the main base. So from our tunnel boring adventures, we actually got about 50 or so ancient debris, and that resulted in 14 netherite ingots, which is an absolute ton. So we have our first ever netherite block on the server. We made a netherite chest plate, and we've actually started selling some netherite ingots too. So as you can see, our little stall is now selling netherite, and we've sold 2 of these things. That's great. We're selling them for 12 diamonds each, which is rather expensive, but that is how much the live stream chat, you guys, told me I should sell them for. So 24 additional diamonds just from 2 ingots. So that is beautiful. Oh hey, before we get too far into today's episode, maybe consider leaving a like on the video or possibly sharing it around. YouTube's been a little bit silly recently and hasn't really been recommending these videos as much, so not as many people are seeing them or even knowing that they exist in the first place, which is a bit odd. So a like or a share or just an extra comment here or there could go a long way, and hopefully YouTube will just fix their stuff, because you know, YouTube's always kind of broken. It feels kind of weird to say this in the same breath, but thank you all so very much for 400,000 subscribers on the channel. I'm recording this video a couple days before it goes live, so we might not have hit it as of right now, but we're basically right there, and 400,000 is just utterly insane. Thank you everyone so very much for your support on the channel. I truly do appreciate it, and it really does mean the world to me. My mind was absolutely blown when we broke 100,000 subscribers in September of 19, and now we're at 4 times that. It doesn't even like compute in the brain. The brain can't even handle the amounts of numbers. I don't even know how much 400,000 is. I know it's a lot, but like I can't actually think of that number in my brain without my brain just breaking. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is thank you ever so much for the support on the channel, and I hope that you continue to enjoy all the videos that I release. Gushiness aside, the first project of today is actually upgrading our AFK fish farms. As you can see, I've torn out the old AFK fish farm that we had here, and we're going to be replacing that with the new design that I just released on the channel a couple of days ago. However, we're going to be slightly moving it. I want to move it down to like this layer over here, simply so it's not like right next to the almighty furnace. So let me go ahead and get this thing built up, and then we can get Silent 2 AFKing over here and producing tons more items for us. I may have flooded the entire staircase, and it's definitely this fish's fault. Oh my god, why are there always creepers everywhere? Oh my god, that's the third time I've blown up this house. Why are there always creepers everywhere? You see how many torches are in this area? There's literally infinite torches. I did this to prevent the creepers. Oh, jeez. I've blown up this house 3 times, people. 3 times! That's like 4 times too many. Well, at least the house is just made out of cobblestone, so it's easy to repair at the least. How ridiculous is this? Do I really need to go spamming more torches in the area? I mean, I swear, I put like 4 stacks of torches in this area. It's still not enough, apparently. Ninja creepers, man. Ninja creepers. Right, and here is the new AFK fish farm. Pretty simple and straightforward, really. Nothing terribly complicated. If you want to know how to build it, then I have a tutorial for it on the channel, actually, and it will be linked absolutely everywhere. So we should be seeing Silent 2 roll on down here sometime soon. Oh, hi, there you are. You're going too far, dude. Okay, well, I guess you don't want these fish, do ya? Oh, yeah, see, now he's coming back, now he's coming back. Okay, so what you need to do to get these fish is you just need to stand here and fish, right? And then you'll earn your own fish, and you won't need to take away all my fish. Does that sound good? Are you fine with that? Okay, great. We have an agreement. Here's some fish to get you started. I'll see you later. While we're in the area, I do want to tell you about the almighty furnace god. This thing has been going so much, and I haven't really mentioned it in the recent episodes, but as you can see, this area has been cleaned up significantly. We now have like a proper system of claiming. Whatever you put in, you just put that on a sign with your name, and then people know not to take it. So we have just basically infinite items, essentially, going through the system at all times, and we have so much food. Don't tell Silent 2 about the fishes, because I just kind of like, I steal his fish, and then I put it into the almighty furnace, and then it's great. So right now, this thing is smelting down an extreme amount of items. Zap and Zloy and Liara have just been absolutely dumping in the ores. Look how many ores we have in this thing. Literally like 3 double chests of ores. And ores are very good for experience. You get 1 experience every single ore that you smelt. It's not even funny how much experience we're getting with this thing right now. And that is why we have 444 levels. We've been activating this every now and again. It is 102 levels per pull? I had no idea. I did not write that sign. We're officially over 100 levels. That is insanity. Okay. Let's take out an item. We're at 444 right now. 451. That might not seem like a big jump, but we're halfway to 1,000 levels. Keep that in mind. Experience is like an exponential thing. Each level requires more than the last, so it just takes so much experience to get this high. So Zap is dumping a bunch of items into this, but he has not been initiated into the almighty furnace cooking club. So I need to get him initiated. And honestly, this entire area needs to be completely redone. Maybe that'll be the focus of a future episode. So our little shop here is good and great and all. However, this is very much a very temporary shop, and I want to actually create something new and permanent over in the proper shopping district. So luckily for us, the actual shopping district is literally like directly right here. We even got a nice little bridge and staircases going down to it, and this area made by Zloy and Liara also is home to a variety of places that we can build a shop as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick out an area and find somewhere that works well. An area has been chosen, and it's the only area left, so I had no choice. Anyway, it's gonna be this stall right here behind Tiz Tom's little purpur shack, and it's actually pretty small. However, we can tear out this entire backside wall right here, as it turns out, because there's nothing but a mountain back there. Oh, this place is really tall, isn't it? So yeah, we can go ahead and just kind of like expand this a couple blocks out the backside. Currently, we're selling random books, the god bows, we're selling fireworks, netherite, amethyst shards, and of course a variety of food as well. And hopefully by the end of today's episode, we can up this to like maybe 8 or 9 different items that we're selling. So a little while later, I'm still trying to come up with a good shop name for this, but I do have a fair amount of the interior basically decorated in a very basic manner. So I'm using a couple of the armor stands just kind of like pushed into stairs to actually display the items physically, which is nice. So we got the amethyst shards that we're going to be selling, the netherite ingots, and then of course the fireworks over there.
Look at me.
That's terrible. Oh no, it goes across the right as well. The hair like goes around the eyeball. Oh no.
I know, it's like full-blown pony nonsense.
That's great. Did you kill a horse to get that?
No, it was one of the ones that was upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, there's the tiniest llama with the shortest legs up here, Silent. You have to see it, because it is so silly.
Oh no, it does have the shortest legs in history.
I told you! It has really short legs!
What's long
Like-
in your range? Why? Where did they go?
Baby mobs lately just have like weird proportions when they're naturally spawned as opposed
That's
to
just
bred.
not right, man. That's just not right. So I'm messing around with armor stands, and this dude is just like got the biggest bow in the world. Look at that. It's bigger than half my person. That is not a normal size bow. Like there's an item for comparison. That is definitely a little bit bigger than it should be, maybe. But I gotta say, I kind of like it, actually. It's gonna make for a great display. Oh, actually, hold on. This is perfect. Make you invisible. Make you invisible. Oh, there we go. That's looking great. If you're not aware, we have a couple add-ons on the server purely for cosmetic things, like Foxy No Tail's add-on for the armor stands and also for the mini blocks and stuff like that as well. Honestly, pretty fun stuff. And you can learn more about those on his YouTube channel. I have nothing to do with them, so please don't ask me for a download. Okay, so I can actually make this armor stand holding the bow, make it look like it's shooting this rocket from this armor stand. We can move this guy slightly into position with the cyan dye. I just gotta move him like a couple times more. Keep on going. A little bit further. Just a little bit more. But yeah, there we go. That's about perfect, actually. And then I can go ahead and make both of those invisible. Oh, look at that. It's shooting rockets. Nice. So I set up a bit of a secret thing here at spawn. It's not really like that secret, but don't tell anyone about it, okay? So underneath these two blocks right here is a ladder that goes down, and there's actually a geode right underneath spawn that no one actually knows about. So every time someone's at spawn, it is just loading this thing, and look how much crystals are in this thing. It's great. So of course we can sell these in our shop and make many profits. I think I am going to break them with Soak Touch, actually. I don't have enough inventory room. So the shop upgrade is now officially done and dusted, I believe. I have stocked this thing with all the things, and its name is the special silent selection, because I wanted to fit as many S's in there as possible. If you have a name that has more S's in it, let me know in the comment section down below. I want it to have like 20 S's, like the Super Secret Sapling Society, that kind of S. Anyway, heading on to the inside, you can see that we got all of the enchantment books on the left here. I stocked that thing up fully, and we got our nice little display of the rocket bow. I gotta go ahead randomly, definitely humanely. I'm selling the gas tiers, 4 diamonds per stack. Someone please buy these. I'm literally never gonna use them. We got max bows I need to restock, and then we also got food as well, and I've stocked that one pretty thoroughly. I'm also selling the amethyst shards at a cheaper price, and the amethyst blocks as well, and also the netherite too. So overall, this shop is pretty good. We even got a little bit of areas that we could expand and put some more chests for other things to sell as well. So I want to start selling shulker shells. I want to start selling the elytra maybe, and a couple of other things from the end dimension that might be helpful for people on the server. And that's also going to make us very rich. So you may have noticed that we didn't have quite a double chest of rockets, and that is because of a small holdup in the paper department. And that is because sugarcane is being farmed using this method right here, where we have several different plants in a very moist, soily area, and then every eon they grow by 1. We come over here and gently punch them in the face, and then they pop off as an item. As you can tell, it's a very inefficient way of farming them, and that is how I've been supplying rockets on the server thus far. And actually, I've been able to keep a pretty good stock, not gonna lie. So I set up a little teeny tiny micro farm that uses bone meal, and this thing is literally going to be the only sugarcane farm I build this entire season. Farming sugarcane is entirely pointless, basically, even for someone who has a rocket shop. Now, I don't have a source of bones or anything, but Foxy No Tail actually does sell bones for 9 copper per stack. Now, of course, copper is very easy to get, so I'm just going to give him a few bits of copper blocks, and then we will be having enough bone meal to power that sugarcane farm forever. I will literally never need a better sugarcane farm than this on the server, because the only thing you should ever be using sugarcane farms for is rockets. That's like really it. Everything else regarding sugarcane, absolutely terrible. Oop. Okay, so all of that took way longer than expected, but now I'm finally ready to go to the end. I got myself some slow falling potions, and I got myself some blaze rods as well to make more ender chests. Always bring some blaze rods with you, and always bring lots of logs and 2 water sources in case you ever run out. Also, ice might be a good idea. That way you could just have basically like an entire stack of water. So the ender chest is pretty solidly set up, and I can make a whole bunch more shulker boxes as I'm out in the end dimension. And now I just want to make myself a set of junk armor. So of course this is my first set of diamond armor on the server, formerly diamond, now netherite. I don't want to be losing the stuff in the void, so I'm going to go ahead and make myself a temporary set of iron armor, and this is what we're going to use for all of our stuff, basically. So chuck this into the enchanting table. I don't even really care what it has on it, as long as it has something good. Depth Strider 3, Aqua Affinity, and Thorns 2. Okay, that's basically the worst enchantments we could possibly get on this, so we're gonna just redo that real quick. Okay, take number 2, Aqua Affinity again. No, I don't, Protection 4, okay, sure, maybe Thorns 2? Projectile Protection 4 and Breaking 3? Okay. Projectile 4. I really want 2 Protection 4s. Protection 4, Projectile 4 and Breaking, and another Protection 4. We are good to go to the end dimension. So the end portal is actually by Slack Lizard's base, and this is where his nether portal used to be, but now there's just a hole, and I'm gonna jump down it, and I'm probably gonna die. So I want to record this. Oh god. Okay, this is very bad. We gotta go slow. Very, very slow indeed. We're speeding up. Gotta go slower. How far down are we? We still gotta go so far down. Okay, going further down, and perfect landing. 10 out of 10. Great. So this is what the end portal looks like. It's an end portal. There's literally nothing special about it. So we're just gonna jump right on into it. Yay! Now, I haven't been to the end since we killed the dragon. Hopefully there is at least a couple of gateways, however. I'm not sure if anyone has fought more dragons. It looks like we got the telltale signs of people trashing the end. So maybe? I wasn't planning on fighting a dragon tonight. So, okay, there's 2 gateways. I think we're gonna go through that left one. That sounds like the best idea. Also, I'm just realizing now that I did not bring any blocks to the end dimension. Oh no, okay. That very much scared me. That was terrifying. I do not want to do that again. I was not intending to fly into that gateway, and the terrain did not load in, and these things are very much known for dropping you in the void. That was actually terrifying. So I realized that there's literally just a giant end city, like, right there. I don't like the fact that I can't fly very easily, but yeah, there's just a giant end city right here. This is beautiful. Someone's already been here, of course. You can tell they pillared up just straight to the elytra. That's the way to do it. There's still a couple shulkers around, so I guess I'll go ahead and clean up the leftovers, see if I can get myself a couple of shulker shells, and call it good. We got 0 shells from that. What a ripoff, dude. Now, I'm wondering if they actually raided the city properly. Like, did they actually go for all the loot chests? Because if not, then chances are there's going to be some diamond armor just laying around like that. Yeah, I don't want that. But I'll take it anyway. It has been such a long time since I've gone in-city raiding, literally like over a year, because I didn't do anything in the end. I didn't even go to the end during season 2 of Truly Bedrock. So we're gonna completely change that this season and do some very, very official in-raiding business. Now, this stuff is actually like super easy. That's why I'm not really worried about wearing iron armor, for example. Really, what you need to do is find yourself a good direction that no one's raided in before. Because there's only 2 gateways, I know that one of them goes to the easterly direction and lands, you know, right over there, and then another one goes to the more northwesterly direction and lands somewhere up over there. So I would assume that this entire swath of the end in this direction is just completely taken and raided. So I'm actually going to go like direct south of here. Now, something that you can do if you feel like it is you can actually use a site called chunkbase.com, and that tells you exactly where all of the end cities are, including if they have elytras, what size they are, and just all kinds of stuff like that. So I have it on very good authority that there is an end city at negative 1500 by 700, and here is our end city. Someone has definitely been here, so I need to continue on just a little bit further. Ta-da! There you are, beauty, and you've been taken as well. Ah, rips, I didn't choose a good direction, peoples. Okay, I need to change directions then, but there is actually a cluster of cities, of like 5 cities right off in this direction, so I'm gonna cross my fingers, hope that that one isn't taken. Crossing my fingers, and maybe it's been taken, maybe not. I see no signs of life. I see no signs of anyone taking anything. And let's hope that this has the elytra in it. Nah, it's been taken. Ah, okay, I gotta try it. I gotta find a new direction. The lesson to be learned from this is that you need to go in raiding first before anyone else can, because otherwise all of these directions are going to be taken, and it's going to be rather hard to get a good groove going of in-city raiding. Now, this is the next one. These are all just like 1 or 2 rockets apart from each other, so not really that big of a deal to travel between them. However, it is demoralizing to not find anything good at any of them because they've all been raided. Okay, this one's kind of promising because there's still a shulker here, and it's a little bit weird because it was already shooting fireballs or shulker shells when I got here. Ah, it has been taken. R.I.P. They didn't take the shulker out the front though, and they also didn't take the dragon head either. So I guess I'll just kind of yoink that dragon head. Man, I'm not having very good luck tonight, am I? This is how you grab the dragon head, by the way. You break the block, place another one underneath that, punch it, and then you're good. It never falls into the void that way. This might be our lucky break. This might just be it. Okay, going in through the roof, dropping down. Ah, it's taken. Ah, rips. I feel like people went out and raided all the cities, but they didn't take anything else. They just took the elytras, which I can completely understand, and I completely approve of that take as well. However, I will still gladly steal all the dragon heads that they oh so rudely left behind. So the great thing about all these raided cities is because they only took the elytras, there's still like 1,000 shulkers and all of the loot chests everywhere, so I got plenty of shulkers for the taking, and of course I got quite a few bits of diamond gear just sitting around as well. Like, that's a pretty decent little pickaxe. Honestly, in-city raiding is a pretty easy thing. However, I realized I haven't done this since the introduction of netherite, so it's probably even easier without the knockback of the shulker shells. You just don't really get punched around as much, if you know what I mean. My head is in a block, and I'm floating, and this is bad. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's kind of weird. Hi, shulker. You're evil for doing that. Anyway, so I've basically cleared out this entire city, I believe, or at least the most part of it, and I already got 53 shulker shells. That's, like, really good. 2 shulker heads, a little bit of diamond gear here and there. I actually put on these diamond boots. As soon as I start getting good diamond gear, I'm gonna start switching that out. I really rather have this feather falling 4, actually, so I'll use that one. And maybe if I get an anvil, I'll even throw those 2 together. Whatever, right? So over there is like the main central island. We went to the westerly direction direction, and then I headed south. Over there was all the cities that were taken, and now I'm heading in the westerly direction, which is that way. So I'm gonna try and just completely wipe this area out and hopefully get some good stuff from it. Okay, I do have a really good trick for you actually to help you save on rockets, and this can be used anywhere, but it's really easy to demonstrate in the end dimension. So it's called the 40-40 trick, and you might know about it. Basically, if you look downwards at -40 degrees and then back upwards at -40 degrees, you can kind of do this like wave or zigzag pattern through the air, and it really helps you save on momentum, and you can really travel like a super far distance without really using that many rockets. And it's actually incredibly helpful. It's kind of like hard-coded into Minecraft and allows you to just kind of do this, and it works on Bedrock and Java. Obviously, if you're on Java, you can use the F3 screen to like look at -40 degrees precisely and +40 degrees precisely, but it doesn't really need to be precise to work well. Does that have a dragon head on it? It does not. So this one has been taken, but I bet you they didn't take any of the loot. So I'm just gonna raid it, basically. This might very well be another psych out, but this one has all the shulkers, and it doesn't have an elytra. It does! Oh my god, I actually found one. I've been like to 12 cities. Oh, and of course you teleport away from me. Get back in here, you shulker. Jeez, I'm taking your shells. Take that elytra. Well earned. Wow, that's a lot of diamonds. Nice. Okay. Thank you, chest. Curse of Binding, no good there. And Curse of Binding, no good there. Awesome, we finally found an end city. I'm very excited about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and raid this one actually properly. I'm gonna break the mast of the ship. That way other people know that this one has been taken. And we are good to go. This one has possibly 2 loot rooms. Like that one probably has a chest in it. And then that one definitely has 2 chests at the top. That one down there might also have a chest. Basically, you want to look for these big square rooms, and the ones on top of these large towers always have 2 loot chests right up here in the corners. So we can go ahead and take all these guys, decent Silk Touch shovel, decent Aqua Affinity helmet, some Frostwalker boots, and it appears that we probably have ourselves a second ship with another elytra in it, and yes, we do. Alrighty, fantastic. Now that we have a good, like, direction to go, we can just start hitting city after city after city. This is gonna be fantastic. Hopefully we get some better gear than whatever this garbage is. So yeah, a single rocket really can last you like 1,000 blocks. So we started at 1,300, and I'm just gonna coast off of this one rocket until like 2,000, 2,500, something like that. You can seriously get so far off a single rocket. It's a little bit ridiculous. I love it. So we got from 1,300 to 3,000. We literally went 1,700 blocks off of a single rocket, and I'm still going. I made it all the way to the next end city. That's crazy. Oh, rockets are so good. The 40-40 trick will save you so many rockets in your world, which really helps if you only bring a single stack of rockets to the end dimension. What a beautiful sight, standing on top of an end city, looking at another end city, and then another end city, and then a nothing. Oh, now I like the sight of this city. Look how many big square rooms there is. Oh my, I like it. So if we dig in through here, we should have ourselves a chest and a couple of shulkers to kill, because they're very, very not good at killing us. And then of course we got the ship over there as well. All good times. Man, in-city raiding is honestly great fun. And it's just kind of relaxing, honestly. There's a couple of moments that can get your hearts racing during the end raids, but otherwise, like, they're super chill. I love it. And elytra number 4, here we are. Hello, hello, take you, beautiful. Well, after a couple of close calls and like 10 to 12,000 blocks of travel in the end dimension, I'm feeling like I got a pretty good haul of stuff, so I'm going to head to the nearest end gateway and just kind of get on out of here. I've collected about 4 shulkers of things, including 30 diamonds worth of diamonds, basically, and we have over 3 stacks of shulker shells as well. Very, very good run, and I really have not been out here that long. I've pretty much just been speed running all of these end cities. As you can see, we got 5 elytras in there, and that is just a third of our shulker boxes. I've never been so happy to see a beam of magenta in my life. Okay, we're gonna try and land in somewhere that is not an absolute disaster for Enderman. Oh god, why? No, Enderman, don't you dare kill me right as I'm about to leave this place. That would be just my luck, wouldn't it? Anyway, those guys are probably despawned, so I should be safe to go back over there. Oh my god, of course it'd be just my luck. I just need... Oh wait, don't you look at me, Enderman. I'll attack you if you look at me. How do you like that, huh? Anyway, I'm just gonna pillar up on here, throwing myself an end pearl. Okay, very safely and soundly back at the main end island. Whew. It's always so nerve-wracking. Like, I'm so afraid of falling into the void. It's an irrational fear, but it's still something that I greatly fear. Okay, so that was maybe like 2 hours or so in the end, maybe even less, like an hour and a half or so, and we got all 4 of those shulkers of things, plus that 5th shulker right there. Is there anything else? And then, of course, there's these 3 pieces of diamond things that we got. I threw away my original set of iron as soon as I got some better replacements, so these guys are just gonna go ahead and live on the armor stand as our end rating set of armor, and let's check out all the loot that we got. We got that shulker right there, nothing terribly good in that one besides a silk touch shovel. And then, ooh, this is what I like to see. We got 5 elytras right there, including a bunch of other small bits and bobs. Lots of binding. I wasn't really paying attention to what I grabbed. I just kind of grabbed everything diamond. This is a good shulker box. Over 3 stacks of gold, 30 diamonds, 15 shulker heads, 11 dragon heads. So I guess I grabbed more than 11 elytras or so. And then we got over 3 stacks of shulker shells. Amazing. I'll take those potions too. We got this one with 3 elytras in it. Lots of decent diamond gear. Oh, nice. I always love how shiny these boxes are. They're so pleasant to look at. And then we finally got this one with another 3 elytras too. Amazing. Look at that shovel. That's a good shovel. If only it wasn't cursed with fortune. Okay, so sorting out all of the gear, we have ourselves basically an entire shulker box full of amazingly cursed items. And as you can see, all of these have some honestly kind of decent things, but the curse of binding stuff is really just a pain. Like, look at this. It's literally just 2 pieces of curse. And that's that's not a good thing. We can't do anything with that. Maybe we could put it on a mob, but the curse of vanishing things honestly aren't too bad, so I'm not too worried about using those or trying to sell those. And then of course we got all of these things. We got ourselves a total of 11 elytras, which is definitely shop worthy. I got the mending and the unbreaking to enchant all of those as well. And then we got all of these diamond things. None of these have curses, so we can set up a shop to sell these guys, or maybe turn some of these into backup gear, because some of these have some pretty good, decent enchantments on them. Like, for example, this sword is pretty good, but it has Bane of Arthropods, so not really good, actually. We should just throw that away. And then we also got this entire shulker box of diamond gear, too. But yes, definitely a very good end rating session. I just kind of speed ran all of the places. I probably should have ended up with more shulker shells had I been a bit more thorough in the cities, but then I definitely would have lost out on all of the rest of the loot, and definitely would not have gotten out of there with as many elytras as I did. So I just have one question, and that question is, what do I look like with a shulker head on my head? So we're gonna figure that out right now. Oh no, that's just mildly terrifying. I actually have eyes. The white looks like eyes. Oh no. The skin just does not work with any of the mob heads because of my snout. My ear and my snout. It just ruins everything. And I can't help but love it. So because we have all of this like random junk diamond armor, this means I have the ability to just like kind of spray this stuff everywhere and just kind of like litter all over the floor. I can just kind of throw diamonds everywhere. It doesn't even matter if any of this despawns because it's all kind of garbage. Why did they have to add curses to Minecraft? It's really silly. But you know what? I kind of like having diamonds on the floor. They're sparkly. What can I say? Did I just equip? Okay, no. I was hoping I didn't just equip a binding helmet. That would have been terrible. Anyway, that is about going to do it for today's episode of Truly Bedrock Season 3. Hopefully you have enjoyed the shenanigans and the derps. Let me know what you want to see in future episodes, and I will be sure to do that. Let me know if you like these more adventurous episodes, or if you want more farming, or technical, or more collabs, or storyline, or whatever you want to see. Let me know in the comment section down below. But otherwise, thank you again so very much for watching. Thank you for 400,000 yet again. And if you enjoyed this video, then maybe consider leaving a like or subscribing if you're new, and I'll see you all down in the comment section and in the next one. And then there was silence.